Welcome to the second part of Dark Night of the Soul. I'm feeling very heavy-hearted today. That is a signature emotion that we feel during the Dark Night of the Soul. Many of us are feeling a heavy loss, also the feeling of loss, a loss of life being the way it used to be. There's a heaviness with this Dark Night of the Soul for people who are going through it now during this time in such a large group because of the bird's eye view that we have of the world and of the changes, the great changes that will happen and affect us all here soon. And so I wanted to tell you two really important things that are going to help you and assist you through your Dark Night of the Soul, because this does tend to last a long time. I've heard from many of my teachers and guides that the Dark Night of the Soul can last months to years. And two of the things that will speed this along is your non-resistance to it. So we don't want to be fighting the Dark Night of the Soul. It's here. We're in it. We're feeling it. We're experiencing it. And one of the ways we can begin to let go of resistance to this is to start separating the things that we can control from the things that we can't control. Get those crystal clear in your head. I am going to make a full video about that, about the things that we can control and the things that we can't control. And your focus wants to be not on the things that you can't control, but on the things that you can control. And the second thing is that we need to go through the pain. We need to face our fears, feel the emotions that we're feeling in the world of positivity that has been pushed so hard in the spiritual world that you can't think negative thoughts or you're going to be attracting in negativity and things like that. And while it's true what you are thinking about, you can be attracting. During this time, during the Dark Night of the Soul, this is our purpose. It is time for us to go through it, to face the pain and to face the fears. And the best way for us to do this is through meditation, to cut out time each day where we enter into a state of allowing this pain. And I'm going to explain to you in the ways that I do this. Even in the link, I'm going to put the music, my go-to music that I listen to right now. I recommend that you don't put music on with words, with lyrics, because we want to stay away from the stories. We want to feel as much as possible just the energy of the pain and less of the story, less of the meaning. Take as much of that out as you can, actually. So music, high vibrational music, if you type that in on YouTube, I am going to, in the description, very first thing is I'm going to tell you the music that I listen to right now while I'm entering into this meditation. But what you want to do is put on music and you want to allow yourself to feel fully the loss, the fear, whatever it is that you are feeling emotionally, and to allow it to be there. Not to resist it and not to feed it either. So say if you have a thought that, my children are going to suffer, this is something that you're thinking of. So you don't want to be in meditation saying that and saying that and saying it. Acknowledge this is a fear that you have, and then allow yourself to feel that emotion. So you're going to grab that emotion, feel it. A lot of these heavy emotions that we're feeling right now, we're going to feel right in our chest. They're going to be really deep in our chest. And you want to just really feel into the energy. And we have to do this. This is how we get out. Okay, this is the way through. Because the other way is that we can deny, which actually isn't changing anything. It's just deluding ourselves. We can distract ourselves. We can avoid what we're feeling. You know, many of us have this desire to get into bed and pull the covers up. I know I do. But that isn't going to change anything. So the best thing that we can do is practice this non-resistance and allowing ourselves to feel the energy fully and to ask ourselves some questions. So these are the things I do. I lay down, I put this music on, I allow myself to feel the energy, feel the pain, the sorrow, and ask myself some questions, you know. What are you fearing? What is, you know, your concerns? And then, so this is a time also to get to know yourself. And when these fears come up, or whatever the information that's coming up, then feel into that as well. What does this feel like to me, this energy? I like to do another thing. I am a very visual person. I have a good imagination, so this could be for you and it might not be, but I actually had a terrible back injury where I was in level 10 pain, and I would envision myself dancing with Insanity because I felt I came so close to it because of the extent of the pain and it not having a break in it. So level 10 pain for months without any sort of relief. So I like to do that with other emotions now. So in the meditation today, I was dancing with loss. I just imagined this, you know, I'm a hobby dancer, so it's probably why I'm thinking of it in this way. So you can actually incorporate other ways of thinking that are helpful to you. So for me, it's helpful to envision loss, insanity, change was another one today. I'm dancing with change, and it allows me to feel the energy. So I'm still feeling the energy, and then I'm just allowing myself to dance with this energy. And the other thing that I'm doing is bringing my attention back to source. So I imagine a light occasionally. I will bring my attention to different areas during the meditation. So I'll bring my attention to light coming down to my crown chakra. I might say Ong So Hung, the Sanskrit words for universe I am, or I am the universe. And so you want to kind of be dancing with this energy, allowing it to be in your body, allowing it to flow through you, and allowing yourself to change with this. Because as we feel into the energies that we're feeling, the very difficult emotions and energy that we're feeling, we will begin to change. And it's almost like we woke up, we had an awakening, and we were able to see things clearly. Our clarity was really, really strong. And we're really, really happy, and the sky was blue, and it was beautiful, and it took your breath away. And then we start to go down. And here's where we're in the descent part, where this initiation that we have to go through as seeing the world for what it is. And don't worry, because we are going to come up, right? And then we'll come back to that blissful state. But we can't bypass this descent into some really strong emotions, hard to deal with emotions. And through this, we are becoming stronger. So the more we allow ourselves to do this, to feel into the difficult emotions, to not deny them, this is going to help us. And like I said in the previous video, though, we do want to find balance. Balance is so important in our lives right now. We have to make time for the pain, to be with it, to sit with it, to allow it to pass through us without the added story. That's really important, because if we sit there and we just keep saying some meaning that we're going to give, I'm going to lose this, or this is going to happen. So first of all, we don't exactly know what's going to happen. And we don't want to waste time on that, and that's feeding that emotion. We just want to be with the facts that we have and the emotions that we have. Loss and sadness and, you know, fear, discouragement, disappointment, whatever the emotions that you're feeling. And then also take time in a practice. I really recommend that you just look at the sky. And this is a time of not doing, because we're always wanting to do. What can I do now? What should I be doing right now? But sometimes we shouldn't be doing anything. We should just be being. So my favorite way to do this is to look at the sky. And it's wonderful if you can be outside and incorporate that when the weather gets nicer. Here it's still winter, but today it was beautiful. So I was able to go out and sit on my porch and feel the actual sun on my body and look at the sky, look at the contrast of the blue and white if it's there. This is really a calming exercise and a grounding exercise. And what you want to do is just be there. There's no to-do list, there's no task, there's nothing you should be thinking about. Just observing the sky. And you can do this inside as well. I have my bed in my sleeping area where I sleep so that, and I don't have curtains on my window, so I can actually just lay down and look up at the sky. So whatever way you can to incorporate this exercise into your daily life will be beneficial. It is a time for you to just be, and that's it. So balance and feeling and allowing ourselves to feel the painful emotions and fears. I love you so much. I will definitely connect with you soon. This is a many-part series as I go myself through the dark night of the soul. I really hope I can connect with you. Please write in the comments if you are going through a dark night of the soul, some of the things that you are going through. Are there any things that are helping you go through the dark night of the soul? And hit the subscribe and the bell for me, and I'll connect with you real soon. Thank you so much.